name is Ron Eslinger, and I will be your instructor for the Hypnosis Certification course. This is a part of the 25 hours of training that you'll do before you come to the class. The information that you'll be learning in this video and an audio that I will also send, you will be responsible for being able to do on the first day of class, because you will demonstrate these techniques. I want to introduce you to Savannah. Savannah is an intern from one of the local high schools, and she has been here and been hypnotized before. She came on our Thursday night client night, which is the most exciting part of the class, I think. And right now she's going to help me demonstrate for you a breath that is a pain relieving breath, a relaxation breath. She's also going to help me with two convencers, the magnetic fingers and the lemon experience. We will then also demonstrate the basic relaxation induction. What I want to go over now is a breathing technique that is usually one of the first things I do with a client, and that breathing technique is extremely important. I'm going to walk her through it and then make some comments to you about it, and we will spend a lot of time discussing this when you come to class, because it's probably the most important thing you're going to do, and it's going to end up being the induction also once you start getting established. Alright, you've done this before, so what I would like you to do though for demonstration for everybody else is take your non-dominant hand and place it on your abdomen. Now in a moment I'm going to ask you, and you can use counts 3, 6, 3, 3, and 6, or 4, 4, and 8. The key here is that they're going to breathe in half as long as they breathe out, and they're going to hold their breath for the same amount of time that they breathe in. So you can do that with any count, 3, 3, and 6, 4, 4, and 8, 5, 5, and 10. It doesn't really matter. But she's going to use her hand as a kind of a biofeedback, because rather than saying blow something up in your stomach, not a very positive term, I'm just going to ask her to gently. So if you don't mind gently now, just going ahead and using your stomach to push out your hand. Very good. Now the next time we do this, we're going to have you use your stomach to push out your hand. Do that on about a count of 3, and then hold it for a count of 3. So go ahead and do that again. And 1, 2, 3, and now let it out. Now this time when you do that, take your dominant hand and squeeze your thumb and finger together as you push your non-dominant hand out, and you can just rest it there comfortably. So it's squeeze and push, hold, 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 and then open. All right. And the reason we're doing this is we're creating an anchor, a trigger, so that anytime as she learns to do this, she'll get an automatic response, in the same way that when you see a traffic light turn red, you automatically take your foot off the gas, put it on the brake. Well, this is going to start the stimulation of relaxation. Now, this time we're going to go through the full thing. So you're going to squeeze your thumb and finger together, push out your non-dominant hand, hold it, hold it, hold it, and then let it out with a little whish sound, a little shh, as you open up. So now we're going to create an auditory anchor, so every time she breathes out, she's going to hear. So auditory plus, she can also feel it, and then another kinesthetic anchor is the finger. So it's going to be like this. Hold, 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 and out. Now, you see me demonstrate it, so you go through the whole thing now. Very, very good. Perfect. And you've practiced this before, and you're already using it for self-hypnosis, so that's great. Now, a couple of things are happening. When she's holding her breath, that's giving us a really good gas exchange. So more CO2 is coming out, more oxygen is going to go in, and at that point what's going to happen is you're going to give it time for the oxygen and the CO2 together, and then when she breathes out, the CO2 is coming out, the oxygen's already gone into the lungs. So this is going to be a good gas exchange to decrease stress. And so that makes this extremely important. But the other thing that happens is when she pushes out her hand, she's actually dropping the diaphragm. You didn't even have to think about breathing, did you? You automatically breathed in when you pushed your hand out, right? Yeah, good. So what happens is you create that vacuum. the diaphragm drops, but that opens up the two lower lobes of the lungs. Now you probably already know that the two lower lobes, which are dependent, also have more air sacs alveoli and more blood vessels, which means a lot more oxygen now is going to get out into the tissues, into the cells themselves. That in itself is much more relaxing and comforting. The second thing that happens is when that diaphragm drops, it actually tugs on the vagus nerve. So it's activating the vagus nerve to stimulate the release of endorphins, melatonins, and serotonins. Now, I know you know this, but endorphins are your morphine-type substances, and then melatonin are your Ambien or your sleep aids, and serotonin, of course, your Prozac or your mood elevators. But all of those also have two other names. One is they are your anti-stress hormones, but they're also called the pain-killing hormones. So now, in this simple breath, you've stimulated endorphins, melatonin, and serotonin, which is also going to take them into the hypnotic state. You've gotten more oxygen out into the cells, which is relaxing and healing. So this, once you teach your clients to do this, truly does become a very quick induction. And we're going to get started. So Anna, you've done this before, but what I want you to do is just do this and follow my instructions if you've never done it before, and then we'll get started. So what I want you to do in just a few moments is I need to find out just how well you can focus. So what I'm going to have you to do, don't do it yet, but do it as I tell you, is I'm going to demonstrate and then you're going to do it. Put your hands together, entwine your fingers, cross your thumbs, and then when I ask you to, you're going to bring your hands up and you're going to stare at the space between your fingers. You're not going to look at me, you're not going to look around, you're just going to stare at that space. I want to see how well you can focus just on what I'm asking you to focus on. You ready to do that? Alright, so put your hands together, and when I say bring them up like that, not until I say to. Now, go ahead and bring them up and start the space between your fingers. Magnets, magnets, magnets. Your fingers are magnets until they come together and touch. Okay, very good. Now, you knew that was going to do that, right? Alright, because you've done it before. However, other people do not know that, and we're looking for two things here. Number one is when they come together, then I'm going to tell her you just experienced hypnosis. What we're going to do is going to be just like what we've just done. However, there are going to be people that the fingers don't come together, and those are the ones you're really looking for, because that means that they are analytical. They have to be thinking, those are not magnets. They have to be thinking, well, this is silly. They're not focused in doing what you tell them. And we'll talk about that a lot more during the class. But the main thing is when you come, you're going to be expected on day one is to sit with one of your student clients or one of your other peers in the class and walk through this process. Most people don't realize that the main thing is to say magnets before they get the hands up, because see, this is kind of a trick. Anatomically, the fingers are going to come together anyway. That's why what you're really looking for is them staying apart. That tells you a lot more about that client. Now, we're going to move into figuring out how she uses her dominant senses. So looking at that dominant sense, I'm going to walk her through a guided imagery and having her eating a lemon. What I'm looking for as I walk her through this process, which does she use most? Hearing, sight, touch, smell, or taste. So we're looking at her 5 dominant senses. Extremely important, because when I start working with her in her imagery and her suggestions, if she's not dominant in hearing or using her hearing, then I don't want to use an imagery like, you know, you're at the beach listening to the waves come ashore, listening to birds or listening to music. That's why this is so powerful and important. So now I'll demonstrate that for you. All right. Okay, Savannah, all you need to do now is just let your eyes close gently. Thank you very much. What I'd like for you to do is to just imagine or pretend that you're at home and you're in your kitchen. Now I want you to look around the kitchen and pay attention to what you see, what you hear, what you smell, and what you feel, meaning touch, kinesthetically. Wonderful. Now I'd like for you to just walk over towards the refrigerator. And as you're walking towards the refrigerator, you may or may not hear your footsteps on the floor. And as you get to the refrigerator, go ahead and open the door. You may feel that cool flow of air that comes out of the refrigerator. You might even have heard that little hiss sound that vacuum seal makes when the refrigerator opens. But in the refrigerator today, whether you normally have one or not, there is a lemon. I'd like for you to reach in, take the lemon, and hold it in your hand. And as you're holding it in your hand, pay attention to the texture, the temperature, the size, the shape, and the color in your mind. And now take that lemon over to a place where you normally cut up fruits and vegetables, and take out your knife, and from end to end slice that lemon in half. And now slice it again, making a wedge, and pick up one of those wedges and just bring it up and smell the fragrance of that lemon and see what it might remind you of. And now open your mouth and take a big old bite of that lemon. Just pretend you're biting right into that lemon. You can taste and feel the juice as it squirts across your tongue. Yeah, you can remember that, can't you? And now when you need to, go ahead and swallow. And once you've done that, now you can open your eyes. Okay, I want to ask you some questions, no right or wrong answers. What did you see in your kitchen?
My fridge, my countertops, my sink.
Okay, so now I'm going to check off that she uses her vision, which most people do because that's 35% of your visual cortex makes up your brain. Or 35% of your brain is made up of your visual cortex, I guess is a better way to say that. All right, tell me what you heard in your kitchen.
My footsteps, a door opening, and the slicing of the lemon.
All right, very, very good. So we know she uses her vision and she uses her hearing. So using guided imaging for her is going to be very, very easy if we go to the mountains, go to a stream, go to the beach, wherever we go. Now what about, what did you smell in your kitchen?
I didn't really smell anything.
Okay, didn't really smell anything, so I would not say smell the salty sea air or smell the flowers when I'm using imagery with her. Now we've talked about hearing, we've talked about seeing, and we've talked about smelling. So let's talk about what did you actually feel touch-wise?
I felt the cold lemon and the cold breeze from the fridge.
Okay, cool. So she does use that scent. So if you were at the beach, you could say feel the cool breeze, feel whatever it is that you're going to use. If you wanted them to say be walking in a mountain stream, you could feel the coolness of the water, coolness of a breeze, any of those types of things. Especially if you're working with pain where you're going to allow coolness over something that's considered to be a burning sensation. So we've done very well. Now you notice I've saved taste till the last, and I do that purposefully, and we know from the way she smiled and the mouth configuration that she made that she actually could taste that lemon. So explain that to me. Tell me about what you experienced as I asked you to taste the lemon.
That sour feeling.
Yeah. Could you feel it in your jaw, like in your parotid gland? All right. So that's very important because what I want you to understand here is just from that thought, you created a biochemical, physiological response. So your brain did not know that you were thinking about eating a lemon. The brain actually thought you were eating the lemon, so it went through the same processes. Now you could tell that process in your parotid gland, but what you really don't understand is, or what most people don't understand, is your stomach gland your stomach's making changes, the liver's making changes, the pancreas is making changes. All the parts of your body are now getting ready to digest that food that you just ate, in the same way that the salivation started, because you had to swallow. So the way that salivation started. So that's very good. So this is important, especially if you're working with pain clients, because now you can talk to them about how a thought creates a biochemical physiological response. Extremely important as we move into the science of hypnosis. Now the next thing that you'll experience is when we actually use these techniques and then do a progressive relaxation induction. These are the things you'll be required to know when you get to class. But to graduate and get your hypnosis certification, you have to be proficient at these, and you only have 7 days once you get here. Now, I'm also going to put with this video an actual client that I'm working on that I audio taped, and we're going to let you hear me going through these demonstrations with an actual client also. This is a client that I only saw about a week ago, so it'll be pretty cool. All right, thank you, and we will allow you now to watch the progressive relaxation, which was videotaped earlier, and you've got lots to do before you get here. Be sure you read your materials. Thank you. Bye-bye. Okay, as we're getting ready for you to come to class, you've already seen or saw the video on how to take the relaxing breath. That'll be your actual induction once you get started with your clients. You've seen the magnetic fingers as a convincer to show them how hypnosis works, and you've also seen the lemon experience so that you can determine what their dominant senses are, so that when you're giving them their suggestions, you'll be able to talk in the area which they most easily take in information. What I'm going to go over now is basically a induction. It's a progressive relaxation induction, and we'll do this after you've done all the other convincers. Now I'm going to shorten this because I want you to see the basics of it, but when you come to class, in between each of the areas, I'm going to add information as to how you use that for your clients for whatever issue they're coming for. So it's not just going to be an induction, but it's going to be an induction with utilization as you learn how to use it. You are responsible for being able to do the breath, the magnetic fingers, the lemon experience, and this, which we call the basic relaxation induction. You are responsible for being able to do this on day 1 of class. Alright, so what we're going to start with is I'm just going to talk to Savannah now as a client, and what I would do once I have completed the breath, the magnetic fingers, and the lemon experience. Okay, Savannah, just getting a very nice, comfortable, relaxing position for yourself there. Now what I'd like for you to do now is to just go ahead, if you don't mind, and close your eyes. Now as we start this, there's probably going to be some outside sounds, some outside noises. Whatever those are will not bother you, but just help you to relax more comfortably, more peacefully. If you need to scratch, cough, or move around to be more comfortable, feel free to do that. But what I'd like for you to do as we get started now is to go ahead and take 3 of those relaxing breaths that you've already learned how to do. Just gently pushing your abdomen out, holding it for a count of 3 or 4, and then letting it out for about a count of 6 as you allow your mind and your body to relax in a comfortable calmness. If you need to move to be more comfortable, that's okay too. If you want to ask me any questions, you can do that as we're doing this. So allow your mind and your body to relax in a comfortable, calm way. Now in a moment I'm going to begin to count backwards from 10. And as I count backwards from 10, I would like for you to stay 1 number ahead of me within your mind and draw the next number on the back of your eyelid. So that when I say 10, you are going to draw the number 9 on the back of your eyelids. And when I say 9, you'll trace the number 8 over and over. We're going to begin now, and what I'd like for you to do is just imagine a wonderful white light shining down through your body as I say the number 10. And white is the clarifying color, and you're tracing the number 9 now over and over on the back of your eyelids. White is the clarifying color as it shines down, 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 to getting clear into your mind what it is you want to accomplish and what it is you want to do. 9, tracing the number 8 now. As you allow relaxation from the top of your head to move all the way down to your toes. Now only you know what relaxation feels like to you. I have no idea. So create that relaxation the way you want it to feel, the way you want it to be. Maybe remembering a time when you were so very, very relaxed. And 8. Allow that relaxation now to flow down into your neck and your shoulders, that area where normally We carry our tensions, our anxieties, and our discomfort. So allow the neck and the shoulders to relax totally, peacefully, comfortably. As a matter of fact, any burdens you've been carrying around on your shoulders, just let those burdens go. To melt away in the same way. To melt away in the same way that the flickering flame melts away the wax of a candle. And if you've been holding any type of grudges or any type of disappointments on your shoulders, just let those flow away too. Just let go of all guilt. Feel comfortable, feel calm, feel peaceful. And 7, now allow that relaxation to flow out from your shoulders out into your arms, all the way from the shoulder down, down, down through the elbow and into the hands. And your arms may begin to feel ever so heavy, or they may begin to feel very light and very floaty. Your choice. I've even had people to tell me they felt nothing at all. So I wonder, Savannah, what you will choose. To feel heavy, to feel light, to feel nothing at all. Your right arm very, very relaxed. Your left arm so relaxed. Your left, your right, your right, your left so very, very relaxed. Just letting go. 6, allowing that relaxation now to travel into the muscles of your chest, even into the lungs and into your heart. So you breathe normally, easily, comfortably. Every breath taking relaxation to all the parts of your body. Any parts that are tense, send the oxygen which is relaxing and comforting into that area. Any areas that are uncomfortable, just allow that relaxation to flow into that area, that oxygen to flow into that area, for oxygen is healing and comforting. You can see it going as a gas, as a liquid, you see it flowing into those areas. And 5, that relaxation now flowing down, down, down into your abdomen and all the organs within your abdomen as your breathing continues to come easily, comfortably, and calmly and slowly. And it's as if the intestinal tract was like a slow, lazy, moving river. And the relaxation flows into all the organs and even down into your pelvic area. And 4, the relaxation now from your hips all the way down your thighs, your knees, your calves, and your ankles. And your legs like your arms begin to feel ever so heavy. Or maybe very light and very floaty. Or maybe nothing at all. I saw the little twitch to your smile as you can remember how they feel. Relaxed and calm. And 3, that relaxation traveling now into the small of your back and beginning to travel up your spine, radiating out each and every nerve root, back around into your hips, back around into your abdomen, all the organs within your abdomen, traveling up the muscles that go up and support the spine, relaxing them, calming them, making them feel peaceful and relaxed. Back into your chest as you're breathing, just comfortably calming. And with every breath you go deeper and deeper. With every sound of my voice, deeper and deeper. And now that relaxation travels up between your shoulder blades and back into your neck and your shoulders. I wonder if you'd be willing to allow your neck and your shoulders to become twice as relaxed as they already are. Only you know what that would feel like. Only you can create it because you're in control of your relaxation. No one knows what relaxation feels like to you but you. Only your mind can create it. Only your thoughts can create it. And 2, that relaxation now moving up into your scalp, over into your forehead, even into your ears as your brain relaxes, your scalp relaxes, your head relaxes, your thoughts relax. Listening to the sound of my voice as you relax deeper and deeper. And 1, allowing all the muscles of your face to relax. Your jaw relaxes. It's an amazing sensation, amazing feeling that only you can create, only you can choose. Tracing the number 0 now over and over into all the colors of the rainbow. Orange for healing, yellow for optimism, red for energy, blue for calmness, and pink so soothing, and even purple to be uplifting. As you relax deeper and deeper, comfortably calm, now allow your eyelids to totally and completely relax. I'm going to count from 1 to 3. And as I count from 1 to 3, your eyelids are going to become heavier, heavier, more relaxed, to the point that when I get to the number 3 and I ask you to try to open them, they will not open because they're too relaxed, too heavy. Now you know that you could take that relaxation away. And when you take the relaxation away, yes, you could open, because it takes tension to move a muscle, but you're here to relax, to be calm, to be peaceful. 1, with every sound of my voice, they get heavier and heavier, more relaxed to the point they want to open. 2, with every breath you take, your eyelids are heavier and heavier, more relaxed to the point that they want to open. And 3, you can try to open them now, but no matter how hard you try, they will not open. Now quit trying. And allow the relaxation in your eyelids to flow right down to every aspect of your body. Calm and peaceful and relaxed. Calm and peaceful and relaxed. And now I'm going to talk to the camera while you just relax more comfortably, more easily, more peacefully. Okay, at this point we can count backwards from 5 to 1 again to let her go even deeper. Then the next thing we're going to do is some type of imagery, and we're going to take that imagery from what she has completed on her intake sheet. Either imagery to the beach, to the mountains. It could be anywhere, a meadow. It could be within their own home or on a porch. They're going to tell us where their imagery lies, where they're most relaxed, most calm, and more at ease. And then after that, we'll go into metaphors within those areas. And from that point, then we'll start within the suggestions, the stories, and the metaphors for whatever their issue is that they came for you to help them work on. And then at the end of that, what we'll do is what I'm going to do now. Bring them out of hypnosis, back to the here and the now. Now, Savannah, I'm going to count from 1 to 5. When I get to the number 5, you'll find that you feel refreshed, you feel alert, you feel extremely aware, you feel really good, and you're ready for school today. Everything is going to have an intensity to it that is knowledge for you. 1, feeling so good about yourself, knowing that you're capable and able to do whatever it is you came here to do. 2, feeling wonderfully calm, wonderfully relaxed, but yet alert and aware. 3, feeling wonderfully alert and aware. Feeling happy, healthy, content, peaceful, and relaxed. 4, aware and alert, refreshed, feeling absolutely fantastic and wonderful. And 5, you can open your eyes whenever you're ready. And welcome back to the here and now. Any questions, thoughts, comments? All right. Well, thank you for helping our new students when they come to be ready to start doing hypnosis on the first day. Thank you very much. Good job.